Coach.
Fran, what disappointed you most about that game tonight?
Well, you know, I thought there were a lot of great things about this game. You know, and so, you know, I didn't go in there with any negativity whatsoever. Just beat a team that's going to win 20 games. That's a terrific basketball team to just beat. Forced them to 19 turnovers, defended them. Our execution wasn't as sharp as it needs to be. It's got to get better. It's early. But we executed when we had to.
I just asked that because you seem kind of perplexed. You seem very upset with things going on the floor.
I was upset with like 4 or 5 different things that happened that shouldn't have happened. You're right, I did. I was. You know, like we line up wrong in a press attack when I just diagrammed it. You know. So Jared says, "Coach, I got confused. You wrote J-U. I thought you wrote J-O." Okay. All right. That's Jared for you right there.
Are you just shortening down the bench a little bit? Dominic Ewell didn't play, and Dickerson only played a little bit.
I feel terrible about that. I mean, you know, Trey played well when I put him in. Dom, I should have got him in there. It's just one of those games. It was a struggle offensively, and it was a lot. You know, it was one of those. We're playing an experienced, physical, very strong, athletic team, and I thought it would. You know, it was a tough situation for Dom right now to put him where every possession is magnified because of the quality of our opponent. So, you know, I feel terrible. He deserves to play. I got to get him in, and I will.
I feel like this is a team you should have rebounded maybe. I think it was 5.
Yeah, I do, but, you know, a lot of long rebounds. They're quick. You know, they're quick, they're fast, they're quick to the ball, they're quick to the rim. You know, I would have thought we would have rebounded a little bit better. You know, you got to do a better job at the free throw line too.
Frank, let's talk about Mike's play tonight.
Mike was great. It was interesting, Tom, because the first possession of the second half, he makes an unbelievable steal in the first possession for them. Comes down the floor and throws the ball away. And I said to him, I said, Mike, I said, who stopped you? I said, nobody. You just were, you were coming down and you were going to make a pass to somebody. I said, you keep going until somebody stops you. Every time you come down, until somebody stops you, you keep going. And I thought he had a very aggressive mindset. And I thought the threes that he took were threes that he's going to make. You know, post feed kick out, offensive rebound, kick out. I mean, he shot it well. He had his pull-up jumper going. He was aggressive to the rim. Did a great job against the press. They were pressing us. We had a couple turnovers early. We got a little sideways with the ball. But, you know, second half he was really good.
Did you see a lot of growth out of Jared, who, you know, maybe last year if he would have missed a couple of shots early might have been a little more passive?
Yeah, I think he's over that. Yeah. He's over that. He's going to keep shooting.
And talked about the guard play shooting-wise in New York. Did you seem like it was hit or miss a little bit today?
Well, it was better. You know, it was better, but, you know, we still got to get Josh and Pete going. I mean, they're our 2 best shooters, and they're not making shots. I thought Pete's last 2 were down. I mean, they were halfway down. I thought Josh had a couple really good looks at it. You know, we'll get them going.
You experienced this before where your teams played two games on a pretty big stage, didn't have the results you wanted, and then they come back and play and maybe, I don't want to say going through the motions, but they're kind of searching for their identity again, licking their wounds, so to speak.
I don't think so. No, I don't think that's what happened tonight. You know, I thought, you know, we got a lead. You know, they're a good team. They change defenses. You know, they bang you. They're physical, and you know, we were able to hold them at bay. You know, every run they made, we answered.
Well, one they got it down to 3, I think, and then it seemed like you really ratcheted up your defense. You played maybe 4 or 5 possessions of your best defense of the night that kind of got the game turned.
We did, and that's, I think, a critical thing, Rick, if you look at it, because if our offense is sputtering, which it was at times, then our defense has to be really good. And that wasn't the case in New York. You know, when our offense went south, our defense went south. And, you know, you're not going to win then. You know, luckily against Syracuse, you made the run. You know, 21-6 run, they cut it to one possession. But, you know, when you're, I think we had 9 straight possessions against Texas where we didn't score. When you go to come down and get 8 or 9 stops, or at least 7 stops, we weren't doing that.
White's one of the best, if not the best, big man in maybe in the country as far as turning defense into offense, and he seemed to really do that a few times tonight. Where he,
yeah, 4 steals. I mean, he was really active at the point of the press, deflections, and had him playing a little bit side to side. This is a real north-south team. You know, we got him playing a little side to side because of him. I thought he played with great energy. You know, I felt bad he got that second foul. I sat him for a while. I don't like to sit him for that long, but made him fresh for the second half.
Can you identify anything with Peter and with Josh, shooting-wise? Is it mechanical? Is it just slumpish kind of
You
thing?
know, they're both killing it in practice, you know, and it's one of those things, I think, where they're pressing a little bit. You know, they know they're having good looks. You know, the only time I'm going to get upset with either of them is if they're taking contested shots, or taking bad shots, ill-advised, wrong time on the shot clock, wrong time on the game clock. But, you know, I run stuff for them. They run out on the break to throw it to them. They got the green light to shoot the ball. I thought they took good shots.
Josh did have one of the better assists of the night, that one-handed dunk by Utah. He's a
Look
pretty.
at Josh's assist turnover numbers. They're terrific. They always are. You know, and he's usually a really good defender. He sticks his nose on the glass, so he's a very effective player, even if the shot's not going in. And he was tonight.
Okay.
Thank you.